Hong Kong, officially the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China, is an autonomous territory south to mainland China at the Pearl River Estuary of the Asia Pacific, with a total land area of 1,106 square kilometres and a population of over 7.3 million of various nationalities. It ranks as the world's fourth most densely populated sovereign state or territory. After the First Opium War, Hong Kong became a British colony with the perpetual cession of Hong Kong Island, followed by the Kowloon Peninsula in 1860 and a 99-year lease of the new territories from 1898. Hong Kong was later occupied by Japan during the Second World War until British control resumed in 1945. In the early 1980s, negotiations between the United Kingdom and China resulted in the 1984 Sino-British Joint Declaration, which paved the way for the transfer of sovereignty of Hong Kong in 1997, when it became a special administrative region with a high degree of autonomy. Under the principle of one country, two systems, Hong Kong maintains a separate political system from China, except in military defense and foreign affairs. Hong Kong maintains its independent executive, legislative and judiciary powers. In addition, Hong Kong develops relations directly with foreign states and international organizations in a broad range of appropriate fields. Nicknamed the Pearl of the Orient, Hong Kong is one of the most significant global financial centers. It has the highest financial development index score and is ranked as the world's most competitive and most laissez-faire economic entity in the World Competitiveness Yearbook. Hong Kong uses Hong Kong dollar, the 13th most traded currency, as legal tender. Hong Kong's economy is characterized by simple taxation with a competitive level of corporate tax and supported by international confidence in its independent judiciary system where the rule of law, not rule by law, applies to legal, contractual proceedings. The tertiary sector of its economy is its most dominant. While Hong Kong has one of the highest per capita incomes in the world, it suffers from the most severe income inequality among developed economies. Hong Kong is renowned for its deep natural harbor, which provides international cargo ships ready access, and its skyline. With a very high density of skyscrapers, the territory boasts the second largest number of high-rises over any city in the world. It has a very high Human Development Index ranking and the world's longest life expectancy. Over 90% of the population makes use of well-developed public transportation. Seasonal air pollution with origins from neighboring industrial areas of mainland China, which adopts loose emissions standards, has resulted in a high level of atmospheric particulates. Etymology: Hong Kong was officially recorded in the 1842 Treaty of Nanking to encompass the entirety of the island. The source of the Romanized name, Hong Kong, is not known, but it is generally believed to be an early imprecise phonetic rendering of the pronunciation in spoken Cantonese Ahaka, which means fragrant harbor or incense harbor. Before 1842, the name referred to a small inlet, now Aberdeen Harbour, between Aberdeen Island and the southern coast of Hong Kong Island. Aberdeen was an initial point of contact between British sailors and local fishermen. Another theory is that the name would have been taken from Hong Kong's early inhabitants, the tankers. It is equally probable that romanization was done with a faithful execution of the speeches Hong Wan, not Hang Wan in Cantonese. Detailed and accurate romanization systems for Cantonese were available and in use at the time. Fragrance may refer to the sweet taste of the harbor's freshwater estuary and influx of the Pearl River, to the incense from factories lining the coast of northern Kowloon. The incense was stored near Aberdeen Harbour for export before Hong Kong developed Victoria Harbour. The name had often been written as the single word Hong Kong until the government adopted the current form in 1926. Nevertheless, a number of century-old institutions still retain the single-word form, such as the Hong Kong Post, Hong Kong Electric and the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation. As of 1997, its official name is the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China. This is the official title as mentioned in the Hong Kong Basic Law and the Hong Kong government's website. However, Hong Kong Special Administrative Region and Hong Kong are widely accepted. Hong Kong has carried many nicknames. The most famous among those is the Pearl of the Orient, which reflected the impressive night view of the city's light decorations on the skyscrapers along both sides of the Victoria Harbour. The territory is also known as Asia's World City.